I got some news for you, but hold up. I need a beat to come on. Feel it. Hold up. Wait for the beat to drop. There we go. Alright, now we can talk. What's up, guys? I got some Madden 25 news for you. In case you haven't been seeing, I've been dropping Madden news left and right. I showed you actual gameplay. I showed you some practice mode gameplay. I've talked about modes. I've talked about features. I've talked about everything. And I'll have a link in the description for you for the playlist of all of that news, because I have a playlist for it. But today I'm going to be talking to you about the fantasy draft. A lot of guys have been wondering, is it going to be back? What are we going to do? I want fantasy draft back. And not only is fantasy draft back, but also, as you guys have been hearing around the rumor mill, import draft class from NCAA is also back. So we're going to have all of that in there. Now, check this out. Here's the deal. I'm going to give you the skinny on it, and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions at the end. But I definitely did want to confirm that fantasy draft was out there for you. So here's what they have typed up on it. I'm going to read just the small part of the article that they have here, then I'm going to read the rest of it. So they said, if that wasn't enough for offline connected franchise players, Madden 25 also includes the ability to start a league with a fantasy draft before you start your franchise. You can choose to throw every NFL player back into the pool and essentially restart the league. This feature is available both online and offline, so anyone and everyone can engage in the fun of reshuffling the entire NFL landscape. So that's what it says for the fantasy draft. So let's go on ahead and read the entire article about everything that's in Connected Franchise. So it says, hello there. I'm here to talk to you about the improved and renamed Connected Franchise. Why does it have to have a name change? I personally don't know. I don't see the big deal. It's still the same mode, but whatever. For those long-standing fans of the series, I'm pleased to announce the return of NCAA Import Draft Class. You will be able to take your draft class from NCAA 14 and import those players directly into Madden NFL 25. This is one of our most requested features, and I know fans of both games are going to be thrilled. Next up is a personal favorite, offline 32-team control. Fathers and sons, co-workers and roommates, and more can play multiplayer leagues all on the same couch. If you couldn't decide between controlling a player or coach like last year, why not do both in the same franchise? It's the perfect option for those who like to manage all aspects of their team. That right there is something I'm gonna need. Well, no. That pretty much is like saying, all right, you get to play a franchise mode and everybody, you can have up to 32 people playing it. That's pretty much what that means. Back to the article. Do you want to change the sock heights of every player in the league? Change schemes? Does that really say change the sock heights? Wow. Change the schemes of your opponents, or change schemes for your opponents. Play every game? Well, now you can. Simply add more characters to control during the initial creation flow or anytime thereafter and you're all set. Our goal was to give players the opportunity to have as much control over the franchise as possible. So basically, like, let's say you're playing by yourself and you want to control the entire league. So now you're not doing it from an owner's perspective, but it kind of feels like you're doing it from a commissioner's perspective. You can just control everything that's happening in the league. I don't know how many people are going to be clamoring on it to wanting to do all of that. It's too much work. People probably aren't going to care about it. To me, if that's the direction they're going with that particular piece, it's a waste of disk space. Waste. Continuing on. Alright, this one I actually read it for you. If that isn't enough for offline connected franchise, Madden 25 includes the ability to start a league with the fantasy draft before you start your franchise. You can choose to throw every NFL player back into the pool and essentially restart your league. This feature is available both online and offline, so anyone and everyone can engage in the fun of reshuffling the entire NFL landscape. That's something that everybody wanted back. Why did they take it out last year? Shit, EA does. Pardon my French. Alright. On top of the huge features, you'll also notice a slew of improvements, starting with a refined user interface. Connected Franchise is slick, snappy, and supremely organized. Furthermore, we've reworked the trade interface and added a transition log. Definitely needed that. Why do they take stuff out and then say we added it into the game as if it was never there? Stop taking shit out of the game. Damn. Like, alright, whatever. Alright, so trading is going to be better and easier. And then we'll be able to see the transition logs, see other moves that the team, damn it, phone stop, to see the transitions that other teams made throughout the league wide. Which is good because then we can see what holes they have, and then we can know when they make a trade, so we can know to just swoop right in and probably grab something. We could strategize how we're going to attack the trade market and the free agent market because we can see these transition logs. So that's pretty good. Like if a team lets somebody go, you know, you would never even know unless you check the transitions and then you or the transactions, and then you go on ahead and pick him up if he's available in the free agency and stuff like that. Just tons of things you could do just because they're going to put this log back in the game. Getting back on topic, we've even added the ability to change your players' positions, move cornerbacks to wide receiver or vice versa, transition your defensive end to linebacker, and more. With Connected Franchise, you're able to truly build your roster your way. You can already do that. You just do it on a depth chart. They won't have the position name, but you can just change them on a depth chart. Whoop-de-doo. You can change the letters in their position. Great. Whatever. Also, we've also included even more legends, bringing a total to more than 50 playable characters. Play as Iron Mike Ditka, either as a coach or a tight end. Nice. Or see how Randall Cunningham stacks up. Wow, stacks up to today's mobile QBs. I did not know that they got Randall Cunningham. Wow. He was an assassin in 2K8, All-Pro 2K8. Ooh, Randall Cunningham was the man in that game. So it's good to see that he's going to be in this game, and I guess he's going to be in Ultimate Team as well. On the presentation side, we got a lot of exciting additions for your franchise experience. Darren Ravel and Paul Lucas and Mike Clay are just a few of the names in sports media that will bring added depth to the news center. Commentators will also fill you in on standings, season stats, last week's game, and more. In addition, experience new branching draft stories brought to life by Trey Wingo and Al Shah. Alright, I don't care about that. I really don't care. I'm more so about the game and what actually can improve it. I don't care about that stuff. Let's see. We wanted year 2 of our career mode overhaul to be massive. That's why we have added the owner aspect to Connected Franchise. With the ability to control a single player coach or every NFL team, there's truly something for everyone. As an owner, you hire the staff, respond to media, set ticket and concession prices, and manage your stadium. You can build a new stadium, relocate your franchise. All of this is on top of everything you already could do as a coach. So you can still manage, upgrade your players, and have full control on the field on game day. What this also means is that you can have real owners in the game, which allow you to compete as or against owners like Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft. So why the name change? Yes, why the name change? Why does that matter? Let's get to that. Last year in Madden 13, we introduced a brand new experience that reimagined what a career mode should look like. We named it Connected Careers to clearly communicate that what we had built is completely new. It spoke to innovation, social communications, and the RPG elements that were new to the mold. Now, with us adding several franchise-specific features and the all-new Owners mode, the name Connected Franchise speaks perfectly to the experience. It was a franchise last year too. Whatever. You're not just controlling a career anymore. You're controlling the entire franchise. If you want 32 franchises. So, what do I have to say about that? I've already been ad-libbing the entire time. Just that last part, it should have just been Connected Franchises from the start. Or it should just be franchise mode. But Connected Franchise is better. But here's some of the questions that I have for you guys. 1, Madden 25, hands down, I'm doing my franchise as the Colts. Here's the question I have for you. I have a couple of questions. First question is, do you guys think that I should do the Colts as a fantasy draft or just do the Colts normal? That's number 1. If I do the Colts as a normal team and just try to, go from there forward and build, I'm not really going to like it, but I'll do it. And I'll just do another team as a fantasy. But let me know. Either way, if I do the Colts as a fantasy, then I'm not going to do another team as a fantasy. I'll just run with my Colts. And that way I can finish up my Lions at the same time. Here's question number 2. If you do fantasy draft, what are the top, let's say you have a top 5 pick. What are the top 3 players that you will look for to snatch up? You have a top 5 pick, so you can pick one player. I want you to list me your top 3 players that you would pick in your fantasy draft. Like who, your top 3. Your top 3, but you could only pick one of them. But give me your top 3. So it's like you're doing your draft board. You have the 5th pick. Who would be your top 3 guys that you would go after? And then of course, one of them gets taken off, the second one gets taken off, here's your 3rd one. Who are your top 3 guys that you would pick if you're starting out your fantasy draft? But that's all I have to say for today. Also, the imported draft class, that does help, because then you do your fantasy draft and then you can bring in the next wave after you do NCAA. And this gives people a reason to want to buy NCAA again. It's not just a moot point anymore. So again, that's all I have for now, and I'll catch you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like. Yeah, almost forgot. Leave a like because y'all be forgetting. Y'all just be listening. Y'all drop your comment and y'all bounce. No, you're going to leave a like and you're going to share it on Twitter and you're going to favorite it. And all right, you're probably going to dislike it now. Never mind. See, now somebody's going to dislike it just because I'm... All right, I'm out of here. Bye. Peace. See ya.